floating in space, hoping to land. Roll with the universe, go with the plan. Meteor shower, I'm making it rain. Counting my blessings like grains of sand. Counting the weight to make a band, but the money don't make a man. Sanitize, I shake your hand. Capitalize when you take your land. Enterprise, they don't understand. I am the business, I am the brand. Using my hands, I am a man. Using my mind, I'm making a stand. Hearing them talk like...
What up? Welcome to the Heat Check. This is your boy Jaron Ikner, owner of Starstruck Multimedia, which is a multimedia company. We do film, TV, videos, put out albums, and do all kinds of fun shit. It's great over here. I have been doing this for 20 years, and I like to listen to music and give my thoughts and opinions. So that's why I brought back the show called The Heat Check, where I listen to your music live, give you my feedback, give you my thoughts, give you my insight. What a little insight I do have. I try to share that with you guys. And yeah, we've been doing that. This is episode, I think, 10 of the new version of the Heat Check. So I appreciate everybody who's been watching and following and participating in this. Tonight's going to be a shorter episode, and we did start a little bit earlier. That's because I'm going on a date with my wife around 7 o'clock. I have to get out of here. So I'm going to give you guys a good 2 hours and decided to start a little bit earlier so we could get in and out and still get the Heat Check in. So we only have like 13 submissions, 12 submissions so far, which honestly is fine. But it's so funny because like I do these Heat Checks and I post them in Facebook and I post them in on Reddit. And most of these people are from Reddit, honestly. And let me turn all this shit off here. Okay. And so what I have to do most of the time is because people will comment, but they don't submit to the links. So I have to like email them directly or send them a message directly saying, hey, use the link. And I use the link so I can have you in the cool little thing over here where you can have your name and the thing. The system's is far better than me trying to go through a bunch of comments. But I'll get like 30, 40 responses. And pretty much like my thought process is like, as I continue to do this, is that like, I'll push for a little bit. Like I'll be like, all right, I'm going to go on here for like the first hour or two and just like respond to people. And when I respond, I get people actually submitting their music. Otherwise, it's just like, they expect me to go through the comments and I got sick of that. So it's kind of nice because it actually lets me kind of control how many submissions that I can get typically off rip, like initially. So like we have, 12 submissions right now, and those are probably all people that I push to submit versus people just like reading the instructions. I digress. It's a little bit brighter in here right now because we're doing this earlier in the day. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, so the sun's gonna set and it might get a little bit even more brighter before then. It's definitely gonna get hot. So if I start sweating, it's because the music's so good, but also because it's like 95 degrees today. And I do have air in here, but I'm in my studio, which is like the garage. Anyways, let's get this shit cracking, because we got a lot of music to listen to. Who's in the comments? What's up, Travel Through the Nebula? What's up, man? I saw that you submitted. Hope things are all well. What's cool about doing the Heat Check is that we are building a community of people who are return submitters and people who are, kind of rocking with me. And I'm getting a lot of hate, too. There are definitely a few haters who have popped out on me, either on Reddit or Facebook. And that's fine too, because I'm used to that. I got really thick skin, so, I'm also 41, about to be 42 years old. Like, I really don't give a fuck. I'm doing what the fuck I want. So, but it's still funny to me that exists. I digress. Let's go ahead and get this shit moving. The first song is going to be Hard Not to Be, featuring Maxo Supreme and Ariana Belair. Oh, I should mention too. So I also been doing something too. Even with like Travel Through the Nebula, you're probably wondering why your song's not first. So I've been opening up the submission thing first and making it live. So the first person that always submits gets played first, no matter what. I might have stole that from Jane Lee. I'm not sure if that who I saw. I saw someone do that, and I was like, that's dope. I want to do that. And so if I make it live, the first person that submits always going to get played first, no matter if you guys do the skips or not. And that's just kind of like showing love and kind of enticing people to go submit first. So up first is Rax Wanted, Hard Not to Be, featuring Maxo Supreme and Ariana Belair. The description says, Rax Wanted is the producer. Hard Not to Be is out on all platforms. All right, so let's give this a gander. Okay, it's the Spotify link. All right, am I logged in? I am. All right, cool, bet. So, and my connection was spotty as shit last time, so hopefully this will be better.
Told myself chill out, calm down. Now I'm pulling up high over downtown. Penthouse view, whole glass wall. See the city like a map, I can redraw. Used to count loose change in my backpack. Now they counting for me, I just tap that. Shorty in my lap, say relax. Breathe, with her nails down my back, say don't leave. Hard not to be.
Hard not to be when you came from the floor. Now you're talking top sweet. Told my younger me we gon' stay low key, but this life too loud when you finally feel free.
Hard not to be.
Hard not to be. All this cash, all this ass, all these late night scenes. Tryna stay humble while I live my dream, but they shine too bright when you glow like me, like me, like me.
This is sounding pretty dope so far. I'm really liking the girl on here, Ariana Belair. I'm not sure who she is. But I like the beat so far. I'm liking the production. I'm liking the quality. This is pretty solid so far. The producer is Hard Not to Be. The beat smacking. This is very like radio friendly. It's a very radio friendly song so far. This is something that you would probably hear on the radio, played over and over again, which is dope. Let's keep listening though.
Foreign on sport, let the seats hug. Used to miss meals, not a steak blush. She a good girl, acting real bad. Freaky in the back, got her heels in the glass. Came from a one room, cold floor, crack paint. Pray for a break, this ain't what I meant. I just wanted peace, maybe one chain. Now I'm laid up, heavy like the past way.
Hard not to be when you came from the floor. Now you're talking top sweet. Told my younger me we gon' stay low key, but this life too loud when you finally feel free.
Hard not to be.
Hard not to be. All this cash, all this ass, all these late night scenes. Tryna stay humble while I live my dream, but they shine too bright when you glow like me.
I said I won't flex, then I hit a new level. Said I won't text, then I folded to the devil. Every promise that I made in the struggle, getting tested every night that I double my trouble.
Hard not to be when you came from the floor. Now you're talking top sweet. Told my younger me we gon' stay low key, but this life too loud when you finally feel free.
Hard not to be.
Hard not to be. All this cash, all this ass, all these late night scenes. Tryna stay
So I
humble
was
while
trying
I
to
live.
do a little bit of research on who I'm listening to. There's not a lot of info on this person. Rax Wanted is from Columbus, Ohio. Bass producer known for shaping dynamic genre blending. I mean, this is written by AI for sure, but that's cool. The song is cool. I think it's like kind of run of the mill. I think that's the best way to describe it in terms of like, you know, the concept and the approach and like the lyrical tenacity. It's not bad per se, but it's also like kind of like, it doesn't blow my mind. Like I'm not like, oh my God, this is great. Or this is like pushing the limits of like creative threshold. The production is solid. I think that's my favorite part about it because even though it sounds a little bit dated, it sounds like something that would probably be in like, I don't know, like 2014, 15 was like Ciara on the track. That's what it feels like. There's nothing really wrong with that because I think that we kind of like need more of that music because, especially in the urban space, because there's not really like a lot of songs that are making songs like this. Even though I did say it was like a radio friendly song, it sounds like a dated radio, like a radio station that you would listen to back in 2000 and whatever, and that would be that radio station. If that makes any sense, I don't know, but I'm not mad at it. But it didn't blow my mind. It's a cool track though. Thank you for the submission. We're gonna go ahead and keep it moving though. Up next is Alan from Travel Through the Nebula. This is a skipper. You skipping it. He said, I wrote this one when my nephew was born as sort of a lullaby. Lit. I like that. Okay. I need to press play here. Wait for this to load. All right, cool. Here we go. Alan from Travel Through the Nebula. A super heat checker at this point. So it's a little low. Like I was trying to turn it up right now, and like the whole volume level is very low. But so far it's very like melodic, but kind of like hypnotizing. I like the way that. First of all, I like everything that you submit so far. Like you submitted multiple times this stuff, and you have like a very like clear grasp on like emotional weight when it comes to music. Like this track feels very emotional. This would be something once again that I would see in a film or a movie. This would be great in like a rom-com when like the guy's realizing that he lost a girl and he has to get her back. It's one of those songs that so far has a vibe that is like very thoughtful. Like it's like kind of like thinking music. It's interesting that you made it as ode to your nephew because I think that like I wonder like what, and I don't want to get like too personal into your life. I don't know anything about you, but like I'm wondering like do you have kids and like how old you are, and I wonder if the song was like more of like a reflection of your place in the world through woo, you got shit falling over here, through the eyes of Alan, who I'm assuming is a nephew. Hold on one second here. Trying to make sure shit don't be falling. Okay, that should be good. Yeah. Anyways, that's just my thoughts because, like I said, this feels very reflective and very introspective. But let's keep listening though. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. This has a little bit more of a more of a mainstream vibe than the rest of the music that you submitted, in the sense that like this is like something that you would hear at like a folk festival for sure, in terms of like how the vibe is created. This is, I mean, I've always said that your music should be belonging in movies, and this could fit in a movie, but this also would go amazing live. Now I don't know like what capabilities you have in that sense of like putting together a band and performing this music live, but this needs some vocals on it. You put a singer on this, this could do some damage for sure. Yeah, I would say this is one of the few songs, or probably like the only song you submitted so far, where I'm like, this needs some vocals on it. This definitely needs like some type of like Incubus lead singer, which is named Brandon something. Can't remember his last name. Like I hear like Incubus style vocals on this song, and I hear like some haunting background vocals, like some ethereal type of vibes. I think that would do this song a lot of justice. Now, I know that this song, according to your description, is just like an ode to your nephew, so it probably wasn't meant to go much further than that. But I think if you were trying to pursue this song on a higher level and pushing it to new heights, I would try to throw vocalists on it for sure. For sure. That was pretty good, dude. That was pretty good. Like I say, I've always enjoyed. Sorry, my dog is barking at somebody in the background. I'm not sure if you guys hear that, but I've always enjoyed pretty much everything that you submitted before. But I think this one's, it hits me a little bit different because I hear it. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. We can go see it my dog once. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. 1 second. My mic is still on, so you guys can still hear me. But I need to see what my dog is barking at. What is it, girl? Oh, it's a UPS guy. Oh, man. Oh, man, it's a UPS guy. They weren't even coming here, though. You did a good job. Usually when my dog barks that much, it means that somebody is here. So I had to see what was going on there. I'm not even sure if you guys can hear me right now. I'm also grabbing some water in the kitchen real quick because I forgot to get some water and it's hot. So give me like 2 more seconds and I'll get back to what I was saying. I do apologize. I'm still here. Hope you guys heard me. We'll see what's up. But here I am. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, this song hit me a little bit differently than your previous works because it had a lot more like mainstream, like festival level appeal, which is interesting because it shows your range. It shows like what you're capable of doing, and like I really appreciate your submissions. I really do. Yeah, sorry about that. My dog is loud, and like I said, usually when my dog barks that much, it's because someone's at the door. And there was someone at the door, but they're the neighbors and those UPS guys. So she did a good job. She's a good doggy. I love my little Lumi. But yeah, I like what the song has the potential of being. Like if you could find like a really cool like songwriter or singer to really fill in some of the blanks on here, because the song looks craving some type of like vocals that I really feel, which is different from most of your other music. A lot of your other music is like a lot more like scory and does good without vocals. And I think this does well without vocals, but I think that this song would benefit from someone singing on it. That said, I keep it moving. I appreciate the submission. And up next is Reaper in the Crowd by Boy on TV Music. His description says, I wonder if I should start posting my music. I have the idea for this music project, Boy on TV, for a while now, and I have a few demos ready. I hope you enjoy this indie bedroom hyper pop demo, Boy on TV. Bet. Let's go.
I'll make it up. I never thought something could awaken me. I'm dreaming eternally, and I forgot how important you were to me. And suddenly I am okay. I'm burning up and it's handmade. I'm seeing things that I'm sure you'd adore. We're not friends anymore. Guess I got more than I ever thought. Drop, make it loud. I'm a reaper in the crowd. I don't wanna talk about anything anymore. surprised you print this last night.
So this is pretty great so far. I think the quality needs a lot of work, but it does have that indie bedroom sound. I do think that you're a really good songwriter, and I think the production is very intriguing. Like, it holds my attention, and you're doing some very interesting stuff with this song. As far as your initial requests, I guess, which was like, if you want to start posting your music, I think you should always be posting your music. But I think there's concepts that need to be grabbed onto. When I click on your Instagram page and I see that you don't have any posts, but you do have an interesting profile pic of a guy with a TV head, and like, it's like, this song is a good introduction to a universe. But I definitely think that if you're going to start posting music, that you need to have like all that infrastructure built out. So like having a website, having like social media posts and content, having all that ready and having it being really cohesive. Because even when you start dropping music, you can start dropping music, like, I don't know how many songs you have, but like, start doing it weekly, bi-weekly, but giving each song enough attention and enough love would actually go well. Because this is not a bad song. I just think it needs to be cleaned up a little bit, for sure. Let's listen to it a little bit more.
No, nothing new here for me to see, so suddenly I'm upset. I check the damage, it's all wrecked. I'm seeing things that I'm sure you'd adore. We're not friends anymore. Guess I got more than I ever thought before. Make it loud, I'm a reaper in the crowd. I don't wanna talk about anything anymore. Drop, make it loud, I'm a reaper in the crowd. I don't wanna talk about anything anymore. Drop, make it loud, I'm a reaper in the crowd.
This is really great, dude. I think there's like a lot of potential in this song. I think this song carries like a lot of weight, like with the musicality of it. It just really needs to be cleaned up like quite a bit. Like, the distortion it's too much for me with the distortion, which I know is like an aesthetic for like indie bedroom pop, but at the same time, it's like the production value that you're putting into the song in terms of like, you got these like saws and like these pianos and all these layers. You would do yourself some justice by going to a professional studio, even if you just take the stems and have someone clean it up, and then you just put some vocals over it. This is a good track, dude. I think there's a lot of potential. I think you should start posting your music for sure.
And suddenly I'm older, I'm growing up and I'm stronger. I got an ego for all you've ever known me for. I'm breaking down, and now suddenly I'm safer. Suddenly I'm all you ever thought. Here I go again, you see me mumbling again. I'm done with bargaining.
I hate the distortion so much, bro. Like, I think that everything about this song is actually really great, but it feels like you put the whole song through a distortion filter, and it just takes me out. It really does. Like, especially listening to it in headphones, like, it's very jarring. But like, if I'm pushing past the distortion, I'm hearing a really beautiful song here that's actually really super like well produced. That has like a lot of thought and intention and like really cool progression. You got some beat switches going on here. You got some really cool lyrics. So this is a very strong song. I think that you should get rid of the distortion though. 100%. And I don't know if and I understand that like it's trendy to have like that sound right now. Like, I listen to like some of the songs that my son listened to, who's 14 years old, like has that kind of like distortion to it, and I don't mind it, but like this song, like, you're kind of like misrepresenting this song a little bit, in the sense that like this song is actually like a studio album hit if produced correctly and mixed correctly. You got bars, you got good pen, you got a very good concept with the song, and I think that yeah, you would do it some justice to go hit the studio, man. You really should. Let's listen to this last little bit, because I'm very intrigued with this song. See, like, even when I press play, do you hear how jarring that distortion is? It's just like, oh, god damn, distortion. But, like, so behind that is a really cool song, though. Get rid of that distortion, though. Yeah, I think with the distortion, and even the people in the comments are like agreeing with me, saying that the distortion fits. It just needs to be dialed down a little bit. I think what's happening with the distortion right now in the song is that, like, it almost becomes the main character of the song, and it distracts me from everything else in the song. But like I said, when I push past that, you have a really good song here. There's actually a really, really cool track here. So yeah, man, hit me up if you need some advice on like how you want to approach like marketing and getting your music out there and stuff like that. So I think that you have like a lot of potential with this track, and I'm curious to hear more music from you. So hit me up. Up next is Bust Down from Jester Max. Thanks for listening. More to follow. So I should mention something because this is the first time I've ever seen this. I added a new AI question disclaimer on the entry fee thing, which might also explain why there's less songs too, even though we got 5 more submissions since we started. But so I asked people, and they don't have to actually answer this, but I asked people, do you use AI in their song? And then they can be transparent as they want to, as if they are or not. This person did say that they used, they wrote the lyrics and then they sent them to Suno. They liked the sound, and then he brought the stems out and mixed it. And now that I know that, it gives me a lot more clarity and a lot more context on how I review these songs, because now I know what I'm listening for. I'm listening more for lyrical tenacity more than the song itself. And maybe mixing too. But mixing Suno stems is kind of weird, because they purposely fucked them things up. Trust me, I tried it. So let's see.
Dead birds babbling stock tips off his father's rocker, hard to beatbox, so the neighbor's crock pot is what you borrow just to make it double, then hand it back with crusty faded bubbles. Thanks, assholes and angels using the same toothbrush, funky. Bet your bottom dollar if you'd ask, they point the other him. Pardon me, sir, this corn could use some butter.
Hustling.
Every day I'm in the hour, take a shower, now it's time is lost.
Bust down.
Break it out, cup of tab, ass back to where your face be gone.
Wasted.
Simple rap out, ass to the last of the base paid off.
Bust pass.
Now what happened, lad? Last I heard you was taking off.
Who's dead?
Who's dead? Who said? I'd say something mean, but your woman got a wooden leg. EB's will, but yeah, some peg built different, terrific. Instead of radiant, young spider stay fading. I'm a duck in the hand, worth 2 in the hood, be humble, uncompromised.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I do like. I do like the beat. The beat's actually kind of smacking. It kind of has like this like edgy, like but Bruno Mars's kind of vibe to it. And I know that was the AI, that was Suno. And Suno, I mean, Suno got some beats, man. Suno be throwing down. So the lyrics are cool. The chorus is kind of weird. I wasn't really a fan of the chorus, and I'm wondering like how much was involved in that sense in terms of like the usage of AI. But like the chorus wasn't really hooky. It didn't really bring me in. The first verse is cool. Second verse is a lot weaker for sure. In your bio, you say you're an Unreal artist, so I don't like. You said you were transparent about like the usage of AI here. So I think that like there's some interesting lyrics and some things said. I think it's kind of hard for me to Sorry, I'm looking at more of your work here. Jester Max is the name of the artist. I'm not sure if I said that there or not. Jester Max is the name of the artist. You can check them out. They have a few other songs on here. But like, I like the, like I said, I wonder like when it comes to like the lyrics part of it, because I understand that part, like taking your lyrics and putting in this, you're getting some ideas back. But then it always comes down to the voice, right? Like a lot of people don't want to use their voice. They're afraid to use their voice or whatever. They don't want to like, and that's how you get like a lot of songwriters and like ghostwriters, because you got people who have cool pens and write good songs, but don't want to sing or rap the songs themselves. Suno provides a solution to that, right? You don't have to pay someone to write your songs or wait for artists to get back to you. You just throw it in Suno and you get those lyrics back to you. And oftentimes, because it does sound good, you're like, well, I'll just have that play instead of me rapping over it. But that's like where I think a lot of people make the mistake, is that like you should still rap your lyrics over the Suno beat because you want to keep the human aspect of it. And I don't think you did this with this one. I think that you let Suno rap your lyrics, and you could hear it. It's like, especially with rap, it's like so like stiff, has a very unnatural vibe to it. Yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and keep moving though. I'm gonna keep moving because I'm trying to hit a deadline here, and people are submitting. We got a bunch of songs coming in right now. Probably because we're supposed to start at 6, and people are like, "Oh shit, he's starting an hour early." Yep. Psych. Keep you on your toes. Up next is Don't Recall from Zo Inca. Rap track. Boss talk inspiration for hustlers over chill but heavy bass. Sorry, bass heavy beat with a focus on braggadocio. Okay. I like braggadocio rap. I'm a fan. Speaking of braggadocio rap, hold on, let me add myself real quick. Go check out my album, movie, and book, Wishes Are Never Perfect, now or later after I review your song. There's a link in the description. This is, I wouldn't call it my magnum opus, but I put a lot of work into this process in terms of making these multimedia experiences that go beyond just the music and having very strong stories attached to them, because I think that stories are one of the most important things that you can have as an artist, as a pure person, period. I'm actually working on something related to this. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'd be talking, and I'm working on things. I'm always working on things, but I'm trying to find ways to help artists focus on their stories. Cause that's like how I make a lot of my money, is that like when I work with small businesses and I work with artists, I sit down with them and I figure out what their story is, and I'm like, oh, that's what we're going to use to push towards content creation or whatever, so on and so forth. So I'm eventually inventing like a method that will allow people to like find their own origin story easier, I guess, if it makes any sense. And that's all I'll say for now. But anyways, this song's called Don't Recall by Zone Inca. You're listening to the Heat Check or watching the Heat Check live.
Clean cut, don't ask me what I'm up to. My bitch got white, they'll never find, she my +2. If I don't know your sense tech, I can't trust you. My partner might just sneak your partner in his buck tooth. I brought the light, and then I brought them bucks through. I calculate my moves like what would the plug do. I bossed up, then I became the plug too. You gotta come to me though, I can't see no jumpsuit. My license reinstated, I need some dark tint. They put me in that water, so I grew a shark fin. Ain't start off in the trenches, but I graduated in them. I bet she want me before she see me in a mirrored denim. Silver tongue, young Inca with the snake venom. I fuck her better, senorita, cussing like a sailor. Quit smoking, profit, only thing that I'm inhaling. Interrogating, bitch, I'm Jason Bourne, Matt Damon. I don't recall, I feel like Wayne in 2012. Risk it all, shit, baby, I might as well.
So I enjoy the rapping. It is definitely on some braggadocio stuff, but like honestly, like I feel like you could go a little bit harder. Just like overall, like in terms of not the bars, like the bars are fine, I guess, but like even like with the vocal inflections or like how you're floating in the beat, like you get kind of monotonish after a while. It's cool. It's cool. The beat is fine. But I would appreciate a little bit more intensity from you, like lyrically. Not
Stacking chips up in this corner, it ain't hard to tell. My nose up in the air, cause there's paper on the trail. I don't recall, I feel like waiting in 2012. Risk it all, shit, maybe I might as well. We stacking chips up in this corner, it ain't hard to tell. My nose up in the air, cause there's paper on the trail. Good money, bad money, tell me the difference, now you can't. I need fast money, cause when it's slow it turn to feel like I'm a spaz money. Hating with no hustle, turn your house to glass, homie. Some of my brothers wouldn't.
So you got a little bit better there. Like you increased the intensity a little bit right there with it. Damn on me. Like there's a little bit of vocal inflection there that's appreciated. And I like what you kind of did with the chorus, especially listening to the headphones. Like you have the pans and you have like the sound wrapping around, which is cool. So this is pretty welcome.
Hesitate to shatter that. I know Lil Izzy probably laughing as a matter of fact. Them demons wouldn't leave my shoulders, so I tatted that. And just like that, look bitch, I took my shadow back. I might just have to shoot out to the H. Fuck a drought before I starve, I'm taking trips out of state. In a rental, might just put reflective tape on my place. Ain't no killer, but it's do or die, and I'ma do the race. Got me charged up like a motherfucking Tesla. Dipping in the stocks, don't think I'll invest in Tesla. I was in the
There you go. Yeah, see, like I just needed to keep listening. Because at first I was like, okay, this is kind of like monotonous. But then like you do switch it up a little bit, like with your vocal inflections. I think you got some cool bars. They're not like mind-blowing. Like they're not like re-rapping or reinventing the wheel, like rapping-wise. And I think that kind of like lowers the replay value a little bit. But this is something that like I would throw on a playlist and like jam out to for sure. I think you got something here. So thank you for the submission, Zonica. Keep participating in future heat checks. I gotta keep it tighter because there are more submissions coming in and I got like an hour and a half. So up next is Plunder from Stephen Kahn. Let's get it. Let's just stop talking and just start listening to y'all's music. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Skeet skeet. Alright, here we go. SoundCloud link. The way I would currently describe this song is that it feels like ideas that haven't been quite fleshed out yet. Like I'm hearing a bunch of interesting ideas that kind of go together, but they're not cohesive. I'm not saying that they can't be. I'm just saying that you might need to put a little bit more polish on it. So yeah, it gets a lot better when the beat drops, for sure. I spoke like 5 seconds too early, in the sense that the song gets exceptionally better when the beat drops. Up until that point, I don't understand that's the intro. There's a lot going on, and a lot of people might check out before you get to the beat drop, where things kind of like smooth out a little bit. Yeah, let's listen. drum sequencing, that little switch up to that kind of like, I wouldn't call it dub, but it just switched up to like a trap beat. But the way you're sequencing those kicks with that double kick, with that doom, doom, that shit hits. I like it. I'm not sure how I feel about that drop. There was just too much going on in that drop, and I think that explosion noise that you had was way too loud, and it kind of like stole the energy from the drop, to where like the beat was like kind of like drowned out by the explosion there. I think that this feels very experimental. I think I was going back to my original statement in the sense that it feels like you're playing around with certain sounds, seeing what works, what doesn't work. This is what you came up with. That's fine, but I think you should keep playing around. And I think that you should probably like add a little bit more like music theory to it, because there's some musicality to it, but it also kind of feels like you're putting together some sound effects to create this song, which might be fine. That might be how you approach it, but that's just how I be feeling. But let's keep it moving though, because we're keeping it tight. Got a hot date with the White Hilarious tonight. So up next is Pandemonium Anarchy Mix from the Ghetto Gamer, or Ghetto Gamer, not the Ghetto Gamer. Cool. It's a cool name, Ghetto Gamer. You're watching the Heat Check Live with your boy Jaron Ikner. Follow, subscribe if you like the show. We do this every week, Monday, usually at 6 p.m., but we're doing it at 5 because I got somewhere to be.
Without any warning, the faint troops emerge, truly worthless crude worms tainting the pure earth. We must instigate the purge, precipitate a rebirth, felicitate our leaders. What a novelty, tale of loyalty and betrayal. The holy grail overflow from all souls, overthrown, overall, overlords holds the throne over all. Oh, behold, a legion of ludicrous shooters on a warpath. A disturbance in the force was forecast, witnessing all that shiny and fictitious bling glistening under the moonlight is a spooky sight. We detect them within grim and gloomy nights, a band of dabblers and dilettantes riding together for the creed, attacking in a wave of bloody faces breaking out from the Red Sea, taxing, mingly rapping, moaning and groaning, mingly rapping, moaning.
Okay, so he has a disclaimer on here saying that he's a rap enthusiast. Full disclosure, AI produced music with human lyrics. And like, you're a good rapper, dude. Like, I don't know why you can't find beats. I'll send you some beats if you need some beats. Hit me up. Not necessarily saying like actually I even have a problem with people using AI in that sense, especially if you're a rapper and you're trying to look for beats. I feel like that this is actually an issue I've been seeing like a lot of right now. There's like this whole like debate because, you know, a lot of rappers will get their beats off of YouTube, right? And they'll be like, oh, get a YouTube type beat, whatever, or Travis Scott type beat or whatever, download that, go to the studio, rap over that. But now what artists are doing is that they're going on Suno or whatever and just producing beats that way, right? And I feel like I understand that, because I think for me, like my story when it comes to like the fact that I'm a producer / rapper, like I produce like 98% of most of the music that I create. And I do that because finding beats and paying for beats is annoying. Like I've paid for beats and I bought beats. I've bought a bunch of beats throughout my life, but how many of those beats have I bought that have turned into songs? Maybe like half. And it goes both ways. Like, and this is why I kind of stopped selling beats, because I would sell beats to artists and then they wouldn't put it out. And I understand that because music is like such a fluid thing, right? And it's like you might hear a beat at one point and you're like, oh man, that beat's gonna change my life. And then you like 6 months later, you go to the studio and you record it, and like the passion is gone, and you just don't feel the same about it. That's happened to me a bunch of times. And so like artists doing this like where it's like, hey, I'm using pseudo to produce the song and I'm rapping over it. I kind of go both ways on that. Like I understand like the purpose of it. I think my only the downside of it is obviously like the morally gray area aspect of it, but then also like developing a sound through that. Because the problem with like rapping over like pseudo beats is that like you're not the only person doing that, and then so everybody's rapping over pseudo beats, so everybody's rapping over AI shit, and that's it kind of like really diminishes the relationship between like producers and a rapper, because like with that you get some magical shit out of that. Like when you have a producer and you're in the studio or someone's like sending you beats back and forth, you get some magical shit out of that. So like I said, if you need some beats, man, hit me up, because I make beats. And I think you got some bars for sure. Let's keep listening though.
And groaning, bigly rapping, moaning and groaning, bigly. Chinless creatures chased by their own shadows, squealing in the mist, deceived by whispers, twisted dream eclipses, seal them with the diss. Acknowledge trash talk, rap lord stands back, all appalled as the lyrical assault from false coast descends, stemming from a living hell, repping it to the bitter end. Situation critical, luckily the citadel of sentinel MCs that can spit again. War of words at its pinnacle, the battlefield scenery is splendid, relentless. The hellbent pretenders definitely surrenders. Only one chapter, bones fracture as we own and capture, maintain high positions like cold stone statues. All
it kind of reminds me of like LL Cool J a little bit. Like LL Cool J kind of raps. Like definitely like some New York street early 90s shit. I got my boombox, my hair's cut like this, and I'm walking down the street. Like that's the kind of raps that I'm getting from this. And even in like your artwork on your page, you have the boombox drawn onto like the wall. So I'm curious to know like what your age is. That's kind of like I'm not trying to clock you, but like I'm trying to think like why are you like I feel like, are you an older rapper, right? Because you are rapping over like early 90s boom bop and you sound like LL Cool J. So I'm curious to know what your age is. But this song is cool. It's cool. I think you're very good at rapping, and I think you should go find a producer. Like if this is you actually rapping and you're like you writing your lyrics, you got lyrics and you got bars, and you have a cool voice to where you shouldn't have a problem finding someone that will fuck with you to make beats with you. You can keep using Suno for sure if you just need to like figure some things out and get some music out and get you like your feet planted. But like if you're trying to grow with it, you definitely need to establish a sound with somebody or something, or maybe start producing your own beats. Anyways, keep it moving. Up next is Digital Flower. Tyler Rycroft, solo made. Bet. Let's check this track out. Page not found. Oh man. You might have gave me a bad link, Tyler. Let me see. I'm checking your Instagram. Yep, I don't know. I'll give you a quick search even though you sent a bad link. Let me see. If I can't find you on this search, then it's over, buddy. It's over. Let's see. Tyler Rycroft. I put Rycroft. Okay, I found Tyler Rycroft. Digital Flower. Here we go. It's in a bad link though, so do better about that next time. This is solid work so far. I don't really have like a lot to say. I appreciate the ethereal sounds of it. It feels kind of like the movie Drive, I guess, that movie with Ryan Gosling. Like, what's that song? Kraftwerk's Night Moves? No, what's that song called? That is Kraftwerk. Sorry. Is it Kraftwerk that I'm thinking about? Hold on. I might be way off. Song from the movie Drive. Kavinsky. I don't know where I got Kraftwerk from. Kavinsky, Night Call. That's what I get from this song. It's like Kavinsky's nice Night Call. That kind of vibe and that kind of groove. Very, very ethereal, which is like the word I'm using a lot today. Tez, I see your comment saying that you're getting pushed back. No, there's just a lot more people signing up, so it looks that way. I'm pretty sure that we're about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs away from you, and then yeah. So we'll get to you pretty soon here because I'm gonna try and keep the pace. But anyways, the song has a very like Kavinsky Night Call vibe to it. I'm gonna play this song real quick just so you know what I'm talking about. You guys have probably heard it before. That's all I'm gonna play. Like it matters because the video doesn't get demonetized anyways. But that's what I get when I hear this song a little bit. Like this is definitely like something that you would like bump in the whip like while you're driving like late night. One of my favorite things to do in Phoenix, which is where I'm from, is I did play your song, La Carrari. I did play your song, I believe. Let me make sure that's correct. One of my favorite things to do is actually like drive late at night in Phoenix. It's pretty dope actually because did I play La Carrari? I think I did. Maybe I haven't played you yet. I don't know. I'm looking at my previous played songs. Maybe I didn't play it, but I thought I saw your name. I'm tripping. I don't know. This is a song that I would play in the whip, driving late night kind of vibe. Like it gives you like very like Ryan Gosling wearing the jacket in the movie Drive kind of vibes. We'll listen to a little bit more and then we'll keep it moving though, because of time. What happened there? Oops. Sorry, some reason it just like kicked me out. That was weird. Okay. Nope, we want this song. Sorry, it started playing the other song. This is tripping. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It really wanted to play some Travel Through the Nebula. That's what's weird. Yeah, it gives me very like kind of like vaporwave-ish, like Ryan Gosling in The Whip, late night, trying to pick up Eva Mendes. Oh no, it wasn't Eva Mendes in that movie. That's his actual wife. And I like it. I like that. I like it. Like I said, I don't have like a lot to say about it, but I'm just trying to tell you how it makes me feel in terms of like the aesthetic that you like created with the song. So I think you did a really good job. I think that you could have a deeper bass line, like some bass that kind of like actually like has some drivingness to it. But I think that overall you got a solid track there for sure. So thank you for submitting. I'm looking to see. Yeah, I actually did play. You're Jester Max, right? Lakari. I did play that song. So yeah, I did play your music. So we're good. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving on the heat check. We now have an extra, what is that, an extra 8 submissions that have hit since we started. So now we're at a total of 20 submissions tonight. I gotta stop at 7 o'clock because I got somewhere to be tonight. Sorry. Usually I go like 2.5 hours. We're going 2 hours. That's why I started earlier so I can get these in. Try and keep it consistent. Up next is I Got My Mind Back from Rated K. Available everywhere, raw lyrics, true stories. And I asked the AI question what he used. He said yes, he used AI on his vocals. Okay, so I guess we're just rating the lyrical quality here. That's why I asked for transparency, so I know what to look for. So he uses AI on the vocals, and why can't we hear anything?
To get insight rather than silver. I'm only trying to help. Don't get upset with me. If you got a problem with me, you got a problem with God. Yeah. If you got a problem with me, you got a problem with the Holy Spirit. You see the light shines through me. This fire inside of me. Now I see why the devil tried with all his might to take me out. The things I've seen, the thoughts the devil placed in my head. So many times the devil convinced me to take my life, but God stepped in. I remember those 7 cuts around my neck, blood all over me. In the background I hear I'm still here by the grace of God. In the midst of that I was saying the Lord's Prayer.
I don't know what you wrote. So you said that you submitted the vocals that are AI, but if you wrote the song, you got some interesting lyrics. It kind of has like this vengeful Christian tip to it that's kind of weird, where it's like, if you don't, how do you say it? Like, if you don't love me, you don't love God, or something like that. Like something like that, where it's like, okay.
You see the light shines through me. This fire with all his might to take me out. The things I had. So many times the devil convinced me to take my life, but God stepped in.
So like there's some good lyrics here, and once again, this is like kind of like what I'm talking about, like with the AI thing, where it's like, so there's a lot of people who write songs and write poetry, and they write some really compelling lyrics, but they don't have a way to convey them. And so Suno is kind of like really opening up the door for that, in that sense, where it's like you get to hear your songs manifest. But the problem is that when you hear the song, you're like, oh, that shit is fucking snapping. The issue that I have with this particular song with the vocals is that you literally sound like every single AI female black artist that's out right now, from Zana Monet to all the other ones. They all kind of sound like Kalani a little bit. And this is like the issue that I come down to when it comes to like the AI usage, because like the beat, fine, because I think that if you use AI correctly, you can get interesting, unique sounds from AI that you can chop up and use in your music or however. But when it comes to the voice and you give your voice away, AI doesn't have the context or the vocal inflections that like make it sound like it's a real story, right? And also it's always gonna find the median like line of whatever prompt you typed in, right? So that's why the song sounds like Kalani, who sounds like Zana Monet. Sorry, other way around. Zana Monet, who sounds like Kalani, who sounds like whoever else, right? And so, like, honestly, like, I've been trying to, like, I feel like Fiverr and, like, sites like that are almost kind of like the middle ground. And I've been exploring Fiverr a lot, like Fiverr musicians who just, like, sing for, like, $100 on a song, whatever song that you send them. I think that's, like, a really interesting middle ground, because even with the few that I was talking to on there, I was like, you guys don't care about, like, rights? So, like, no, we just want the money real quick. And this is, like, a lot of singers from, like, overseas and stuff, who will just sing on your song, real vocals, and they'll have that real texture to it. And you'll still be able to, like, hear your song manifested in another way. Now, obviously, you still got to get the beats and the stems and all that together and get the money together. But it's just something, like a balance there to think about. Anyways, let's keep it moving, though. 'Cause I like the story you're trying to tell. I like the lyrics a lot, but with the AI vocals things, it's like, okay, cool. What am I really judging? And it takes me out when I hear the vocal tones. Let's listen to a little bit more, though, just to give you, like, a more play, because I'm trying to be generous here. But I'm going to skip a little bit, and we're going to go to 120.
You see, I had to realize I am not my mistakes. It's okay to ask for help. I had to unlearn what my worldly environment taught me. I am God's child. I'm a leader, a prophet. God chose me for a reason. I trust in him with all my heart. He's never let me wrong. I'm here now, backed up by every force from God. Nothing will stop me. My God, you didn't leave me then, so I know you won't leave me now.
Cool.
You got me, and I got...
Yeah, it's cool. Like, I think you have some cool lyrics. It's very Christian leaning, like pro-God, which is fine. The vocals sound like Kalani because they're AI, which is fine, I guess. Production's solid, the mixing's solid, the recording is solid. I'm not sure, like, how much recording you did on your end, but I feel like this song would probably do well if you were to put it out on that level. That this is like a YouTube link you sent me, but also maybe not, because I think we're also seeing like a big backlash in this kind of music. Because especially with the lyrics, right? Because they are some deep lyrics, right? You're talking about, like, coming back from, like, you know, suicidal thoughts and this and that, and, like, you know, how God has your back. Like, there's, like, deep personal lyrics that, like, are being sung by a robot. And so there's, like, a huge backlash to that we're seeing right now, because, like, artists, like, not artists, but consumers are like, well, you know, I want to be able to connect with the artist who's singing the music. So there's some things to think about. Up next is About That Action by Black City Hustler. Love it. Let's get it. And more songs are coming in. I might have to do a cutoff. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to go a little bit faster here. Listen on Spotify. This always happens too, where I'm like, man, there's like 10 people, and then like next thing you know, there's like 45 people in here and shit, and you're like, fuck. And it becomes a race. So I want to make sure I get a chance to listen to everybody's music that submits, but I also don't want to like cut people off.
Yeah, Black City, motherfucking mafia.
Man, when you mix this motherfucker.
Look, you ain't really about that action. 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 If you want plex, I bring it. 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 You ain't really about that action. 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 If you want plex, I bring it. If you want plex, I bring it. If you want plex, I bring it. If you want plex, I bring it.
If you want partial with me, we can head out. I bet I get the drop on your whereabouts. Bitches start hating and label us enemies, cause they naming some shit we don't hear about. I catch your eye, get hit off the rips on them post, we don't trip. That's some shit I don't care about. I'm just a bitch that these people get weird about. I'm just a bitch that make bitch niggas mad. I done passed so many bitches that red way, but for me got red bitches going outside. Stop capping. You ain't really like that bitch, stop acting. You ain't really right that bitch, stop rapping. I swear to God, to some bitches I'm smacking. I'm not with the fuss and they do too much yapping. I know these bitches ain't really about action. That's why it's harder to get my reaction.
You ain't really about that action. You ain't really about that action. You ain't really about that action.
This is snapping. Girl can really rap. She's rapping really well on this song. I like the chorus. You really ain't about that action. The beat is snapping. I like how you did some chops on the beat too while she was rapping. I think the only issue that I have, like the only feedback I would give right now, is that her vocals come in a little bit low compared to the chorus. Like the chorus is coming in fine, and then her vocals are like way under. And maybe the extra layer would do good there. But let's listen to a little bit more because I'm about that action. I'm about that action. Let's go.
Ain't really about that action. If you want flex, I bring it. 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 You ain't really about that action. 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 If you want flex, I bring it. 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 You don't want action, nigga. Then I chill out, might blast me a nigga. Just like a camera, I flash, I get him. Then I lay low, won't catch a nigga. Big brain, big low. I fuck around and grab an eye, he toast. Shoot shots, free throw. You a straight dead man, he goes. He mad, I'm on Peep, bro. Get out of your feelings, ho. I really be flexing, you acting all rich. Gotta come test me, little hoe. These niggas be bitches, they calling me fisherman. Wait till I grab your pole. Get up in the fields together. Shit, you don't want cannabis smoke. You ain't really about that action. 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 If you want.
The second verse was like way better mixed. Like the first verse felt like someone like threw the verse on there. Like they hit the studio when they're rap, but the second verse had like pans going on and like ad libs, and like the mix was just way cleaner. I'm wondering like what the story is behind that. But the girl, I like the girl rapping on there. I guess that was Gangsta Baby with 9s instead of A's, except for the third G is, or G. I don't know. This is a weird name, but that was Gangsta Baby, the girl who was rapping on there. So it's Black City Hustle CEO featuring Gangsta Baby. That track was snapping, man. That was a good track all around. I just think that her mix could be a little bit tighter. That's like the only advice that I really give on that. But yeah, shit's bopping. Shit's bopping. I like it. Let's keep moving. Up next is Ritzelar. Ritzelar is a Dutch track that showcases the raw reality and mentality of people in the city. The hook focuses on the Amsterdam street vibe and pursuit of money and opportunities. My style revolves around a unique flow and honest energy without romanticizing it. This is D7, by the way. Let's go.
Vest niet dicht, ben op de grachten, ben een ritselaar, shipper open, ik heb dingen klaar. Ik heb veel ogen op mijn rug, want we ritsen raar. Ze willen ploffen van ons kopen, maar we zijn niet daar. Vest niet dicht, ben op de grachten, ben een ritselaar, shipper open, ik heb dingen klaar. Ik heb veel ogen op mijn rug, want we ritsen raar. Ze willen ploffen van ons kopen, maar we zijn niet daar. Ze praten veel, maar dat kan me echt niet schelen. Blijven ritsen in de stad, we moeten lijn hier gaan wegen. Jij blijft hangen in de wallen, maar er is niks te beleven. Moeten pakken, niet uitgeven, willen klokken en die stenen. Welkom me terug, ik ga dikker dan dik. Al die gassen kunnen takken, je kan hangen aan mijn pik. Ik heb de bodem al gezien, want zit al langer in de shit. Je moet letten op je mat, want ze lijkt nu op een pit. Als ik stop, ben ik klaar, dan is mijn leven al verziekt.
Beat snapping. Beat's dope. Like the beat a lot. You're doing some decent rapping on here. I don't know what the hell you're saying. You could be calling me the N-word for all I know. You're probably not, but the flow is sick. There's like a lot of, in your vocals, like a lot of like mouth action, but this is good so far. We'll listen to a little bit more.
Werken op kantoor, ik wil niet werken in fabrieks. Ze rijden op een sipper, geen 9 als hij schiet. Is het solo aan de stuur, want we klippen liever niet. Zaterdag en mijn telly blijft maar rinkelen. Zondagmiddag als ik winkels nu ga kinkelen. Big cash laat de mijn handen alweer tintelen. Ik mag grote stappen, zij doen nog aan hinkelen. Kom niet op huisfeestseizoen, moet ik je bitch kennen. We lopen taaiers voor die pap, we moeten echt rennen. Het is al lang geleden, ik moet in de stuur pennen. Ik heb connecties in de stad, ik lijn net antenne. Vest niet dicht, ben op de grachten, ben er open, maar we zijn niet gas. Nee, we kijken rood. Vest niet dicht, ben op de grachten.
Yeah, so I think this beat needs like a low end. Like you need some type of like driving bass at the bottom of it. That it feels like it was building up to that we never got, but like we need some type of doom, 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 doom. Even if it's like an 808 kick, which is probably the easiest way to do that, is just do like an 808 boom, 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 just to give it that low end. Because right now it's like very up here. You need a little bit low end. But The song is solid. I mean, in the description, you said that this is a track that showcases the raw reality and the mentality of people in the city. I don't know what you're saying, so I can't confirm or deny that. Plus, I've never been to that area of the world. I want to go. My wife went there, but I've never been there before. So, this is a good track, though. I like it. Thank you for the submission. I'm gonna keep it moving though because we keep getting more and more submissions. So, unfortunately, we got to spread it out a little bit. So, Often, Never, Always. The song is from Junior Circuit. Also, it's not unfortunate that people submit, but it also kind of complicates things when you got other plans. So, this is Junior Circuit music. Let me clean up my little thing here. Oops. Okay, here we go. This is pretty sick so far. I think it was last episode I was talking about like the different types of like bands and sounds that exist out there, and one of the things I was talking about was like the folk festival hippie network kind of vibe. So what it was is that, like, you know, in Tucson, Arizona, which is where I'm from originally, they have this thing called the Gem and Mineral Show, and the Gem and Mineral Show is like where everybody from around the world, including the hippies, et cetera, so forth, they come and they sell their rocks and their minerals, the gem and minerals. It's a big event. It's one of the biggest events in Arizona. And they have this thing called the Gem and Jam Show. And the Gem and Jam Show is like pretty much where all the hippies and all these people selling these rocks go to party over the weekend. And they always bring out like these far out bands. Like you will see like psychedelic type of bands and like abstract bands that have abstract sounds. The reason why I'm prefacing all this is because I envisioned this song and this artist or group of artists, I'm not exactly sure what their configuration is, 'cause I'm seeing multiple things, would be playing those type of crowds. Junior Circuit music. And even on their description they say Junior Circuit is equal parts acoustic, electric, electronic, and mathematics. I'm just here to bring you joy. So it seems to be one person. But they got some really cool, this is a really cool, interesting sound that like I would love to hear while I'm like kind of tripping balls on some mushrooms, to be honest. I get the gist of it. This is some solid work though. Like I like I said, this is something that I would like to listen to like at a festival when I'm drinking a bunch of beer, partying with my friends, maybe on some like illicit type shit. I think that there is some interesting like sounds being generated here in terms of like let's say you use mathematics in the music and you can kind of hear that in terms of like I don't even know what the count is on that. I want to say it's like a hi wife, see you. Hi, my wife is here. She's here. you're sold on the Gem and Mineral show. No, yeah, it's dope. We try to go like when we can. We went this past year. It's literally just like it's one of the largest Gem and Mineral shows I want to say in the country, and they do it every February in Tucson, Arizona. Like it shuts the city down. It's crazy. And then yeah, you have the Gem and Jam show where they bring out like I think this year they brought out like Tycho and like people like that, like these like far out producers and like far out bands who like play cool music. Mathematical music, like this group right here. Like this I think this group would fit very well in that circuit of artists, like playing mineral shows, playing farmers markets, playing hippie fests and stuff like that. I think that this they probably already know that because I'm looking at their page and I can see that they have a lot of live performances on here. Well, a few live performances. I don't know about a lot, but they got some interesting stuff on their page, so go check them out. Junior Circuit Music is the name, but I'm trying to keep everybody to a tight 5 here so I can get through everybody, and more submissions are coming through. Up next is Matter from EQ. Also, like I said, I got to do a hard cutoff at like around 7ish. If you don't think I'm going to get to your song, you can use the skip feature. It's $10. I don't care if you use it or not, but you know, if you do, tight. Okay, let's listen. Matter is a SoundCloud link. The artist is EQ. The song's called Matter. Let's go.
I feel like a mother. Sometimes
I know we started fast. Hindsight 2020 as I'm looking back. Blindsided at the sidewalk where we first met. Those blue eyes, that ball cap, that warm smile, that small talk. Didn't get your number, didn't even ask. On my walk home, wishing that I had. I ended up messaging on a dating app. My headspace for our first date was to be the gentleman I am, I don't fake it. In that first booth, effortlessly chemistry grew. I don't usually hold hands with a girl I just met, but it felt organic. You shared your interest in palmistry, caressing my hands, yeah, that was cool with me. Live music playing, I wasn't planning to leave, but once we kissed, the thought of pacing flew out of my reach. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. Yeah, it mattered to me. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. Yeah, it mattered to me. It mattered to me. Those first 4 weeks, I won't forget. Neither of us forcing what we really felt. Pet names, praise and future language. Both.
So I would say that I really enjoy this so far. I like that it's not aggressive on the drums and it's kind of propelled by the sample, and that the fact that you're kind of like you're telling a story here, which I always appreciate storytelling rap, which is why I let it play out for a little bit, because I wanted to hear how like the structure of the song was going to go in terms of like how the story was going to move forward. I like the sample quite a bit. You have drums on there, but they're like kind of subtle in the background and literally like let your vocals shine a little bit. I do think your vocals could be a little bit louder, like a touch bit louder, but I like what you're doing with this song so far. I like that it focuses more on a story being told, because I think that, like I said, and I'm trying not to go on these rants in between songs because I know people are waiting, but as I said, like I'm a multimedia artist and I really believe in the power of storytelling. I think storytelling is the most important thing in human existence. Stories drive everything. Everything that you know and love and you come in contact with has a story behind it. And if you can tap into the story, your own story, and what stories have to offer, then you can reach new heights and discover things about yourself and about the world, etc., and so forth. And so with that said, like I always appreciate people who are willing to share a story, even if it's like fictional, or because I don't know if this is real or not, but I find myself gravitating towards that because I understand how important stories are. That's, I guess, what I'm trying to say here. Listen to a little bit more.
Leaning in, both of us escalated. Jazz, wine, beaches, oysters, dancing, cooking. Didn't claim you as mine. Wasn't chasing, I was choosing. What we on the same vibe. I know I met you soon after you arrived. In a new state, with a new state of mind. You knew control, how could I blame you for flying? But truthfully, how could you blame me for trying? Every signal you sent had cast a vote of confidence in my head. NYE, soon as it left my lips, I felt the regret. Said I was ready for a relationship. You said you needed more time. We were living on borrowed time. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. Did it matter to you? It mattered to me. It mattered to me. Yeah, it mattered to me.
Dope. I think we got the gist of it. I will listen to the rest of it, but we keep getting more and more submissions, and I wanted to make sure I get them all in. But my final feedback on that song is that that's a good track. I think that it would probably like belong like on a mixtape or like a deep album cut. I wouldn't put it out as like a single or anything like that. I don't think it has that kind of appeal. It's definitely for like people who like romantic love raps, 'cause that's kind of how I would describe the song. It's like definitely like about a girl and their relationships and things like that. And there's definitely like a whole lane for that kind of music. And I think that this does a good job of like representing that lane. So keep pushing. Thank you for submitting. Let's keep it moving. Up next is Double Cup by Tez Boomin. Bet. Let's get it.
I go by Tez booming shit. You ain't booming shit. I said, I went to trapping, not all the rapping, I'm breaking down a P. Got my double cup just sitting up, that's how I like my bitch. Little baby keep looking at me wrong, but I'm more in the social distancing. And them crackers ever give me the power, I'm gonna be the first one link shit. With the corn there and there, Mrs. Bitch. So the Glock seen flash like a pig. Play me and all Navy got the sticks. Bitch, Siri ready, hack crack tricks. How you want smoke, you don't even got it lighted. Tighten up, you want deep, so let me ice him. I ain't going like deeper, I'm a striker. She tell me go deeper, so no one was there and I down on my dick. I love my daughter, I empty the clip. No headsets, they can go faster than zip. Smoking on Zari, I'm hiding the blip. Hold on, fuck nigga, if I ain't slapped it, turn that shit off. If you not my mans, I'm like Deborah Cross, I bought a Chanel list. I was the boss, not working for a man, that's how I was taught. I'm with the trap and all the rapping, I'm breaking down the P. Got my double cup just sitting up, that's how I like my bitch. Little baby kid looking at me wrong, but I'm more in the social distancing. And them crackers ever give me the power, I'm gonna be the first one link shit. With the corn there and there, Mrs. Bitch. So the Glock seen flash like a pig. Play me and I don't even got the sticks. Bitch, Siri right how to grab the tricks. I gonna smoke, you don't even got the lighter. Tighten up your deep, so let me ice him. I ain't going like deeper, I'm a striker. She tell me go deeper, so I pop this, scratch my back, just fuck how I like. Turn the shit around, just fly like a bite. So start fighting this dick, start fighting this shit, trying to pleasure the pipe key, only carry last one around. Fuck your ex, I'm going all night, I'm with the trap and all the rapping, I'm breaking down the P. Got my double cup just setting up, that's how I like my bitch. Little baby keep looking at me wrong, but I'm more in the social distancing. And them crackers ever give me the power, I'm be the first one link shit. With the corn there and there, Mrs. Bitch. So the Glock seen flash like a pig. Play me and all Nivy got the sticks. But so y'all how to grab the sticks. Fuck.
Bet. Okay, so I really like the beat. The beat is fire. I think you could probably afford to add a few more elements because there's no hi-hat, which I mean, I think nowadays like hi-hats are getting kind of played out, especially like the whole like sprinkler system shit sound like the I use it all the time, but I'm old, so whatever. But I didn't realize that I was hearing a chorus or a bridge until the bars were being repeated. I think it was, what did you say exactly? It was,
But so y'all how to grab the tricks. This bitch, so the Glock looking at me wrong, but I'm more in this round. Fuck your ex, I'm going all night, I'm with the trap and all the rapping, I'm breaking down the P. Got my double cup just setting up, that's how I like my bitch. Little baby keep looking at me wrong, but I'm more in the social distancing. And them crackers ever give me the power, I'm be the...
Yeah, that's it. It was about the social distancing that the crackers ever give you the power. Give you the power. That seems to be like the chorus, or at least the part that you keep repeating throughout the song. And the reason why I say this is because like it's hard to actually know that, because there isn't like the way you recorded it is like basically the reason why I played it all the way through is because I actually thought this was like a one take verse type of situation where you're just kind of like going in the booth and like you're spitting. But I feel like after listening to the song, I'm like, okay, shit, there's actually like a chorus here. And you could benefit from a little bit of layering in the vocals, even if you just took your vocals and stacked them and then panned them out and then like or added like a reverb on it. So like on that particular part, I know that there's a differentiation between the chorus and the verses, which would give the song a lot more volume and dynamicness, because the beat is dope, but it's also very simple. And when I'm hearing you just kind of rap it all out, it literally almost sounds like a one take. Which was, you did a solid job on it, but like, because it sounds like that, like I was listening to it a certain way. Like I said, I was listening to it as if though it was that. The track's only 2 minutes long, so and you repeat the chorus or at least that part 3 times throughout the song, and so on those 3 separate times where you repeat those bars, like I said, just go into your DAW if you record this yourself or whatever, double up the vocals, slap a reverb on there, make sure it's like has the right delay or whatever it's called, the K on it. Yeah, you should dub it. Basically, you should really just dub your vocals on that chorus just to give it some dynamicness, because the beat is simple, it's fierce. I think the beat is dope. And I think you do a good job of finding that pocket and the way that you're, especially like with the way that hip hop currently is structured, like the way you're rapping on it is pretty much how people are rapping, and you did a good job of that. But the beat, because the beat is so simple, it gives you an opportunity to let your vocals shine through more, right? And so I would do some more vocal tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like some reverbs at the end. You don't have to do a dub over everything, but definitely on those choruses, maybe do some cutouts in the beat, or even like some double ups in the snare, like some tap taps, things like that, just to give the song a little bit more volume and dynamicness. Because I think right now it feels very like a bar of songs, like it feels like you're going in the booth and just rapping, right? There's potential here if you go ahead and go in there and you tap those choruses up with some dubs, maybe do some cutouts in the beats, maybe play around with the beat a little bit and do some like double tap snares, maybe add some hi-hats at the end. So I think if you add some hi-hats like midway through the song just to give it like a little bit more like momentum, even if it's like a little it would do something. It would do something. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving though, because like I am behind. I was hoping to be done by now or close to it. But I appreciate the submission. Thank you, Tez Boom. Tez Boomin. That was Tez Boomin double cut, by the way. I'm not sure if I said the name of the song. Up next is Tufun Me by Shiki. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. And if I am not, I do apologize. But let's get it. This is the Heat Check, and you are live with your boy Jaron Ikner. Make sure you follow, subscribe. We do this every Monday, 6 p.m. Today we started early. I got somewhere to be, but let's go.
Jaumo.
I know if you stop to spend it, go egba me yo. For your case, so even for a dream, I'm a tore wa yo. I still your face, so yo. Go bere yo, asala mare yo, yeah. Because she know she fine, she know they have mercy on the boy. But share it, you know they beat the boy yo, yo.
The song's called Tofumi, and Tofumi means it's actually Nigerian for enough for me or sufficient for me. So that's what he's saying on the chorus. The entire song is from an artist from Nigerian named Shiki, It's Shiki, and it's Afrobeat. So, you know, Afrobeat's like, I feel the same way about Afrobeats the same way I feel about like the rhythm, like in the Caribbean and like Jamaica and stuff, where like it's more about like the culture around it than the music itself, because oftentimes artists will borrow rhythms and beats from each other, and oftentimes people will jack like not whole songs, but like whole concepts, especially in like in the Afrobeat community. Like it's like a lot more shared, right? So like, and I don't know what the current rhythm is because I'm not listening, but like I don't know what he's saying, first of all, so like I can't really judge the lyrical tenacity that he has in the song, but the production is solid and the song feels good. It sounds like something that you would play on a cruise or in the background while you're cleaning the house. And, you know, Tafumi, you know, it's catchy. There's a lot of potential in this song. Dude only has 12 monthly listeners on Spotify, so he definitely has a long way to go to like kind of build up that community around it. But I think a lot of it might be him targeting the wrong areas, because if he's sending music to me on my show, I'm not the one that's gonna like introduce him to a new community here. But that said, I always appreciate the submission, but I feel like the Afrobeat world in particular, it really is about like the community and the people around you. So I would be trying to play like a lot more like live shows and going to like events where you can find those people, and then like kind of like infiltrating the scene that way. Sure, you could try the Spotify route, but I don't know like how fruitful that would be like long term. And I think like finding a community would be like the better route to go on that. It's a solid song though. Like, I'm not mad at the track at all. I think it's a decent track. Well, let's go ahead and keep moving. Up next is In My Dream, produced by II. Trying to build a fan base. Love your content. Keep getting this dough. He used AI for the cover art, which I don't give a fuck about. Everybody's using AI for the fucking cover art. So let's listen to the track and let's see what you're doing here. That's cool ass art. You did AI with that? That's actually pretty sick. Huh. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Bitch, I popped about your dream. $100,000, yeah, I need it. I just sell my papers, I'm a fiend. All these bitches loving in my dream. Bitch, I popped about your dream. $100,000, yeah, I need it. I just sell my papers, I'm a fiend. All these bitches loving in my dream. $100,000. $100,000, 100 women in the safe. She know that I'm great, yeah. Keep your energy from far away, yeah. I love how you loving me, little baby in the bay, yeah. What you say? Bad hoe gon' talk to me any type of way. I love it when you give me that, I love it how it's cake. She just wanna be around, baby, you so sweet. Let me be around and let me be a treat, yeah.
Okay. So he had, in his description, he says that this is a new genre called Jersey Trap. And it's not like, I think that this is like the current sound of hip hop right now. Like a lot of, especially like people like my son, like they listen to like shit like this right here, exactly. Like this like kind of distorted hip hop, kind of like super auto-tuned, usually rapping about drugs or girls kind of vibe. I think that they're... Oh, let me keep listening. I'm gonna keep listening before I say what I say here.
Yeah, let me be everything that you really need. Let me never treat on you, baby, on me. Do you understand exactly how I keep it? Do you understand exactly how I talk the worst? And I'm sorry about that, but the baby did it worse. If I get my money back, will you? And I know that, baby girl, just do it, baby. Yeah. Bitch, I popped about your dream. $100,000, yeah, I in my dream.
I think there's potential in this song. I think that I would love to hear how like this song would translate to a live crowd. I think that if you tap the right audience, it would actually go pretty crazy. Because this has like that youthful current. I don't even know what they're calling it. It's definitely not Jersey. What'd you call it? Jersey trap? That's not what this is. But I would definitely, cause when I hear Jersey trap, I think, like Four on the Floor, kind of like I can't even think of an example of an artist. The only artist that comes to mind is Audrey Nuna, but she's not even like the best example. But Jersey trap is like a little bit more melodic, and when you do have a melody on here for sure. But I'm talking like production wise. Like the production is basically just like these synthesizers, which it sounds actually pretty cool. Like you actually kind of snapped in the beat. I'm not mad at the production at all. But I think that this is a song that I think would translate better live versus through my headphones. So maybe try to perform the song live and then get back to me and see how that goes. That's my thought. Keep moving though. Up next is In My Dreams. Oh, you produced a Trace. Send it Trace. Up next is Hell of a Ride by Lenard. The song is about what I went through while growing up as a kid. It's been a hell of a ride. Bet. Thank you for submitting. You're listening to the Heat Check Live. We do this every Monday. Follow me on social medias.
Tell me that you need me, then you go and cut me down. Way. You tell me that you're sorry, then you think I turn around.
Look, came from the south, I'm an average shit, but the life that I live ain't average. Gotta become a man for myself, cause it feel like my old man left me halfway. If I chase these dreams, can I make this peace? Got the hustle and maybe come pathways. Got questions left unanswered, hoping I'll get some tips on the last day. Life's been hell of a ride, been through pain, I remember it well. Some guns to the other side, gotta be grateful, I'm still here. When I talk about hardship, they don't even know about the stories I tell. Lately it's just been me and myself, I hope I can make good use of my. Life's been hell of a ride, been through pain, I remember it well. Some guns to the other side, gotta be grateful, I'm still here. When I talk about hardship, they don't even know about the stories I tell. Lately it's just been me and myself, I hope I can make good use of myself. Way back then I remember we suffered, I slept with an empty stomach at night. Couldn't even close my eyes, slept on the cold floor countless times. Mom still praying for doors to open like in the name of Jesus Christ. Stomach aching, bills them waiting, they were all queued in a waiting line. Look, worked so hard just so I could feel among. The ground where I'm bringing my spiels in, thought I could fly from down to the top. I made the whole thing look easy so they don't know how hard it was. But I pray this thing gets better, I get more cash and I do less work. Life's been hell of a ride, been through pain, I remember it well. Some guns to the other side, gotta be grateful, I'm still here. When I talk about hardship, they don't even know about the stories I tell. Lately it's just been me and myself, I hope I can make good use of my. Life's been hell of a ride, been.
So I really like the lyrical tenacity that you have on this track. Like the pocket that you're rapping in is really cool. I like what you're rapping about. The sample is interesting. You know, you're sampling fucking One Direction's Apologize, which, you know, I don't know if you cleared that or not, because you did speed it up, and you're probably just like throwing it out to the wind. A lot of artists do that shit. I've done that many times before. If the song were to blow up, though, that would be extremely problematic for you. So I mean, obviously I want you to blow up, but I don't want you to get in trouble for it. Because the sample is pretty blatant too, you know what I'm saying? Even though it sounds like you actually might have sampled like a cover. So I don't know exactly how that works. This might be like a composition thing, like a lyrical thing more than anything else, but I digress. I like the lyrics that you have. I like the flow that you got. The beat is cool. I'm not even really like a fan of like Nigerian rap like that, but like I think because of the lyrical content and like what you're rapping about and like how far you've come and things like that, I always like that kind of music. I like getting that type of insight from artists, and I think you do a good job of conveying that in the song. So all in all, this is a solid track. I don't really have like a lot of negative feedback for you. Besides that sample will get you in trouble at some point. The more you push it, but I wish you luck, man. Wish you luck. You submitted 2 songs. Oh, I forgot to turn off the 2 songs. You submitted 3 songs. Okay, so let me see here. I forgot to turn on the multiple song thing. Typically, you're only allowed to submit 1 song, and I might maintain that just so I can keep it fair. But then also, it takes away 3 of the songs from this list. So, and I didn't state that. That's my fault. I didn't set it up that way because usually you go in there and you set it to where people can only submit 1 song at a time. And I probably should have prefaced that because then maybe you would have been like, oh, listen to this song. But just to keep it fair and to keep my time tight, I'm going to skip these next 2 songs because you submitted 3 songs. You can submit next week and, I'll still listen. But yeah. So with that said, we only have 2 more songs left, which is tight. Next is the All of Me demo from the Divers.
Wait for a while, try for a while. Colder than ice, just on me inside. Watch me fall again, watch me ball again. She want all of me, I want all of her. I want all of her. Watch me fall again, watch me ball again. She want all of me, I want all of her. I want all of her.
Oh, I guess that's the whole song. I guess it's only 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'm not sure that was intended, but the song cuts off right there. So that was the whole song. That was Divers with All of Me, right? That was called All of Me demo. So that was a demo. That was pretty cool, man. It's a really cool vocal layering there that was going on there, and I think that song, that song holds my attention. Like I would like to hear the full version of that song fleshed out. Maybe add some drums to it. Maybe add some strings. There's some interesting stuff there. There's not really like a lot to go on the whole 1 minute that you sent because it did feel like it was building up to something, but then the song cut off. So I don't know what you guys are trying to do with that. But from what I heard, there's a lot of potential there. And I don't know who the Divers were. You guys didn't attach like a Instagram account. So I don't know if you guys are like a duo or like if this is like a dude or whatever. But definitely goes into man with guitar genre, which I talk about a lot on this show. And I think that if it's a demo, which is how you titled it, I think that you should hit the studio and see about turning this into a full song and then send it back to the heat check next week or whenever the song is done. How about that? Cool. We got 1 more song, unless someone submits in the next 32 or 3 minutes. So, Pedal Boop Visualizer, Mona Elisa music. All 1 female. I created the beat. Visualizer, fully produced, wrote, and did the vocals. No AI. MonaElisa.com. Okay. See who we're working with here.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me. Please love me. Love me. Love me. He loves me not. I'm not delicate enough. loves me, loves me, loves my pedals. He loves me, loves me, loves me, loves my pedals. He loves me, loves me, loves me, loves me not. He said he loves me. Tell a girl you love her. And then just rip her pedals out. One by one, one by one by one.
So, I would say this, because I was the reason why I was taking so long, because I was like looking at your website and stuff like that. I love it when artists do weird shit and like push themselves creatively to do weird stuff. And as I was looking at your page, I see that you're also a dancer and you're also a painter. And I think you're from Uruguay. I think that's what the bio said. Let me make sure I had that right. You were born in Uruguay. And then you moved to the US. And you studied at University of Colorado, which is where I'm from, Colorado. So, I was born in Colorado. And you've been out there just doing stuff, and I see you as a multimedia artist, which is why I'm appreciative of this, because I see that you're multifaceted, right? Like you have this dance thing that you're doing, you got your art on here, you got your music, and so you're really about pushing like yourself artistically, and I think that's super cool. I think that's super cool. Now, as far as this song, it's a little weird for me, for sure. It's a little weird. I'm trying to get into it, and I don't think that this song is necessarily for me. I do like some of the lyrics that you have, though, in terms of like, he only loved me for my pedals. In that concept, I like that, but the execution of it, like I said, sorry, I keep burping. My apologies. I don't think I'm the demographic for this type of song. I do know that there's plenty of people who would love this shit for sure. But I'm not the one who loves it. I'm going to listen to a little bit more, though. I'm going to listen to the rest of it. There's only a minute left. And then we're done for the night.
You love me. You love me not. Do you love me?
He only loves my pedals. Only loves my pedals. Only loves my pedals. Only loves my pedals. He only loves my pedals. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me. He loves me not. Picked apart my pedals. Left me there to rot. You don't fucking love me.
She's a fucking G. She's a fucking genius.
Yeah, so that was like super weird as fuck. Basically, it's my thought process on that. Let me stop this session. End session. Okay, and I'll keep talking after that. So, because I got to get out of here in like 10 minutes. As far as like the execution of the song itself, like I said, it wasn't necessarily my kind of bag of tea. But after deep diving into your artistry and like what you do as an artist, I could totally understand like where you're coming from, why you do it, and like your reasons behind it. And that's super appreciated, because that's like the part of it that like I don't think a lot of people understand, is that like it's not necessarily about like making like a good song, quote unquote. It's more about making a song that acts as an outlet to your psyche, or from your psyche to the world, and however you envision the world. Now, when I hear this song, I think that this girl has got some things going on upstairs, but that's fine, right? Because she's finding like a healthy way to express that. But the fact that I'm able to clock that in the music, it's like, oh, that's great, right? Like you're able to like really like carve yourself a particular sound in a particular lane into the world that represents you. And that's really what it's all about, which is like why when it comes to like the whole AI argument, it's like, I'm not against AI, right? I'm against on how you let that represent you, right? You could use it as much as you want, but if you're going to sit here and be like, well, I just like typed in a prompt and then walked away and then I have a hit single, it's like, nah, where's the artistry in that, right? Versus like being like, well, no, I took some of the samples and I chopped it up and I did some weird stuff and then I put it through a visualizer and did a bunch of stuff. Awesome. And she didn't do any of that. She did, like, I watched the video, she did have this cool visualizer of Betty Boop running around crying, that matched the vocals. And when I looked at her page, I saw that she probably did the website herself. And you know, she has a cool bio on there. She has this artwork, and it's like, oh, okay, so you're really into this artist shit, and you're really into the power of storytelling. And I really appreciate that. So I really appreciate the submission because it allowed me to unlock your world and learn a little bit about you. So thank you for that. And yeah, I think I'm done. I turned off the submission so y'all can't submit anymore. Anyways, we'll be back next week. Next Monday. It would be at the original time of 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's California time right now. And we'll be back. So yeah, submit your music. Also, we are approaching 5,000 subscribers on Star Trek Multimedia, which is crazy because I think like a year ago, less than a year ago, about a year ago, I think I was at like 1,200. And I've done a lot of things since then to like get those numbers up. So the fact that we're approaching 5,000 that quick is lit. And I plan on making much more content outside of the heat check. I'm trying to get back to the live streams on a daily basis. I'm also thinking about starting a Discord page too, because people are telling me I should start a Discord page to let people in the heat check community like gallivant and talk to each other. So we might do that and debut that next episode. But I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys submitting. I appreciate the community that we're building here. We'll continue to move forward with this as much as we possibly can. And yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done talking to y'all. I will see you all next week. Take care. Peace. Where's my button at? It's right here.
Floating in space, hoping to land. Roll with the universe, go with the plan. Meteor shower, I'm making it rain. Counting my blessings like grains of sand. Counting the weight to make a band. But the money don't make a man. Sanitize, I shake your hand. Capitalize when they take your land. Enterprise, they don't understand. I am the business, I am the brand. Using my hands, I am a man. Using my mind, I'm making a stand. Hearing them talk, not giving a damn. They told me I couldn't, they told me I can't. Making my mark, I'm leaving my stamp. I'm holding it down like gravity. Floating like a star, so you know that I'll never come down. Just wanna be free. Watch me rotate as the world